Teachers' unions in two of the biggest U.S. cities are now threatening walkouts over returning to school during the coronavirus pandemic. New York City teachers say they will not return to the class if their health and safety demands are not met. Teachers in Detroit have authorized a potential strike there. Colleges in the U.S. now report more than 1,000 coronavirus cases. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, is tracking that story. David?
Well, Gail, good morning. You have some universities that are postponing in-person learning. Others are canceling it altogether and moving strictly toward virtual online learning. And then you have some universities that are actually punishing students for putting their peers at risk. It was this video of students partying inside the University of Connecticut student housing that led to several students being evicted from their campus residences. Iowa State University released Party Smart guidelines for its student body this week after crowds of students were seen partying over the weekend. This video shared online apparently shows some of those parties. In Tennessee, the state government is allowing school districts to declare teachers as essential workers, which would get them back into the classroom, even if they've been exposed to the virus. We spoke with the state's education commissioner, Penny Schwen.
If you are going to do that at the local level, we want to make sure that you've done everything to make sure your staff and your students are kept safe and protected in those school buildings.
But many teachers around the country are worried that local leaders are not adequately protecting them, their students, and their families. In New York City, the teachers union is suggesting it may take legal action if schools reopen without what they're calling essential precautions like mandatory testing and tracing.
This city went through hell and came back, and we are not going back to hell because of short-sighted political agendas.
And in Florida, the state's largest teachers union is suing over a statewide in-person learning mandate that they say is putting lives at risk. At Wednesday's virtual court hearing, one teacher was overcome with emotion.
I've chosen my kids, my students, over so many difficult things, but I can't put my family at risk.
You know, while we're talking about young people, there's a new study published in the Journal of Pediatrics about research done at Massachusetts General Hospital. They looked at about 200 kids infected with coronavirus and found that 50 of them had higher levels of coronavirus in their airway than some adults in the ICU at the hospital. What does that mean? It means that kids may be even more active when it comes to actually contributing to the spread of coronavirus in the community, even if they don't get as sick as some of those adults in the hospital.